are watching Around the Bay Sports. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Make sure to follow us on our Instagram channel at Around the Bay Sports. Here are your hosts.
I'm Jack.
I'm Jesse.
I'm Drew.
And I'm Amon. And this is
Around
The
Bay
Sports. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. There's our special episode here this Thursday. And look who has returned, folks. Jesse Hasso is back in the saddle.
Hello, guys. I am glad to be back. Thank you for all of your kind wishes while I was away. I am glad to be back here at Around the Bay Sports, and I'm ready for this show.
If you guys didn't watch our last episode, Jack is back in California. So
Shout out to him.
shout out to Jack. So
Yeah, it feels great to be back. Feels great to be back home. Couldn't be any happier, and it's good to see old friends again.
So let's get right to it. So, as we know, training camp has happened yesterday. A lot of news has occurred. But before we get to that, we got a little MLB news. Josh Naylor of the D-backs, first baseman, is going to the AL side to join the Mariners. So, Jesse and Jack, one of you guys can go. What's your take in this?
Well, Jesse, you want to share your thoughts first, or you want me to go first?
You could go first. I'm still doing my
Okay.
research.
Well, I think for the Mariners that this is it's a very solid pickup for them. I was hoping Josh Nunn would try to get traded to the Giants because the first baseman spot is, well, it's always needed. But it's a big help for them. Josh Naylor been 293 in 93 games this year. He's got 11 home runs. He's got 59 RBIs, and he's only struck out 49 times, which is not too much. So that's why he was so appealing before the deadline, which in the deadline, the MLB trade deadline is in a week. So teams like the Giants got to make a move, but this is a big pickup for the Mariners.
So I'm just looking at their standings right now. I don't see them catching Houston. So this has to be like for a wild card spot. What exactly are they giving? Did they give up in this trade? Because I haven't seen the details yet of what was given up.
Well, obviously the Mariners acquired him, but sorry, folks, the Diamondbacks got prospect Brandon Garcia and Ashton Izzy to the Diamondbacks.
Are those the Mariners' top prospects, or are they like middle prospects for him?
They just specifically say prospects. They don't say whether they're good or bad.
And how many more years is left on this deal? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I know as much.
Just what do you think? Is the Mariners?
This definitely though improves the Mariners as they are.
So we have a new viewer, Wonder Fate. He's a friend of mine, a friend since elementary, and I told him to watch this. So he's not much of a sports fan, but he's just saying that about here just to support me and just wanted to see us because he's been wanting to do a podcast for himself, him and I, on the, of course, non-sports related, but he just wants to see what this is like. So glad you're watching.
Yeah. Shout out Wonder Fate. Thank you for being here.
But yeah, Drew, what's your take?
Yeah, like Jesse said, I don't think they can catch him in Houston. I think Houston got control of the ALS, and I think Mariners will still be in wild card spot for sure. Like we talked about one of the latest episodes when we talked about wild card or playoff prediction. So I think they'll still be wild card, and that's a good place for Josh Naylor. He's going to be on an expiring contract, so he's going to be free agent after this year. So good for him to be in the playoff situation.
Well, sticking with the subject, I have another question actually to ask.
Yes.
Did the Giants go after him in the offseason?
I feel like it's a little too soon to tell. We need to see how he finishes the season.
Jack, what do you think?
Going for Josh Naylor?
In the offseason?
I don't think that's really too much of a good idea. We still got to see how he's playing throughout the season. Like if he might even get hurt in the regular season, we don't know for certain. But and there could also be better players to go for than Josh Naylor.
Yeah, because for me, I just feel like if Naylor can hit, so his batting is what
93.
293, so he's almost hitting 300. We don't know if that might dip as the time goes, and it's kind of comparison to the Devers trade with the Giants. Devers kind of like had to get used to the field to know like how hard he has to hit. So for Naylor going to Seattle, we know that's more of a dome setting. So maybe he'll easily keep hitting consistently. But if he keeps doing that, I mean, for the Mariners, they're in the hunt for the wild card. It might at least, of course, they're not going to catch the Astros. They've always been running the AL West for so many years now. But I just feel like, I don't know if they're in third or second, but I think this is a good move for the Mariners.
The Mariners are currently second behind the Astros, by the way. So
it's just something they maybe just need a little more power hitting in their lineup to draw more runs,
especially with Calhoun hitting bombs after home runs,
But yeah. So, you guys have any other thoughts about this trade?
No, I just want to see how it plays out for the rest of the season.
All right. Now on to NFL. We know preseason is coming up soon. We got the Hall of Fame game at the end of this month.
Next week.
Next week. And so we'll definitely get our reviews on that and all the people that got elected in the Hall of Fame. We might give you some surprises for players you may never heard of. But
shout out Nicholas. Shout out
Nick. What's up, bro?
how's it going?
Fan of the week. Shout out Nick.
Jesse's back. I know you've been wanting to see him, but there he is. But yeah, let's get. You know what time it is. So yeah, continuing on. NFL's approaching. Training camp just began yesterday.
Doing good, Nick. I'm doing good. Feels good to be back here with my boys.
We all love you, Jesse. We all
Miss you.
We all miss you.
Yeah, we missed you, man.
Nick, you're fan of the week. Fan of the week.
But yeah, training camp's happening. Let's get right to it.
Sorry, one more thing. And Nick, I look forward to kicking you and all of your guys' ass during fantasy football this year. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm the reigning defending champion. I'm looking to defend my title.
Whatever you say.
We'll announce a little more details of the fantasy as time during when the football season approaches. But let's get right to it, guys. So let's just start with the Raiders. They made a signing. Pete Carroll's getting all his mid 2010s of Seattle, and as he signed Jamal Adams, we're not sure. We assume he might start. We know he's usually injury prone as of late, but I know for us as Raiders, our secondary, as me as a fan, our secondary has been bad. And what do you think? Just right to you, Jesse. What do you think of this move? Like, is this an upgrade or? This is just like at least good, like piece just for our defense, especially.
I think this is better than we have, but I still think that we're a few moves away until we're a serious contender. I know he said that he's predicting 10 wins, but I still think we have some work to do. One more good draft. We're one good draft away from being a competitor. Now, about the breaking news from earlier down at the Raiders headquarters about Christian Wilkins getting released, that was a shocker to me because I thought he was making progress to returning soon.
Like for me, when I heard about like the non-recovery, I don't know why I had a feeling like I think we're going to cut him. I don't know why. I know we shouldn't, but the recovery it's too long for what Pete Carroll wants for this Raiders team to be. But now for our Niner fans, Drew and Jack, what's your news of just the Adams and the Wilkins news?
Like how react to that?
Yeah, like what's just your thoughts? Just for your NFL mind.
My NFL mind is that I'll like the 10 wins. I get it. He wins at least 10 wins throughout his coaching career. I don't think that's going to happen this year because, like Jeff said, it's going to be a lot of progress. It's going to be chemistry. There might be some chemistry issue. But I think this year there might be 8 or 9 win team this year, and probably next year be a 10 win team. But I think he'll show some glimpses from the Seahawks today, so I can do that. But in terms of Christian Watkins, like him being waived, the fact that the Raiders don't owe him money after being waived is crazy. But it's good for the Raiders for not giving him that much money that he originally signed for his contract. It's like how much? Like 35 million.
Yeah, 35 million was still owed, but that is still to be determined because Christian Wilkins has filed a grievance. He took the grievance to the Players Association.
Yeah, the NFLPA filed a grievance.
So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. We'll keep you guys updated. Jack, what's your take of just the Raider news with Adams and Wilkins?
I think it's a good signing for the Raiders. Jamal Adams is very solid in the secondary. I don't think he's going to be as good as he was when he was on the Jets, but it's a good veteran addition because the Raiders secondary has been awful for many, many years. But now that Pete Carroll stepped in, that's definitely going to change. I think it's a great hiring for Pete Carroll joining the Raiders. I wasn't expecting it, but it's a terrific hiring. Now, for Christian Wilkins, I'm very surprised by this deal because he was supposed to be in recovery. But he was recovering from a Jones fracture in his left foot from last October, and apparently, I guess his rehab wasn't really going the greatest, so that's why they got rid of him. But now he's still owed the $35.2 million of his contract, and while the NFL Players Association, the NFLPA, they filed a grievance, so we'll see what will happen with that in the coming days. Because I was not expecting this kind of a cut.
The Raiders have also released a statement on this news. It says that we have decided that it is best interest of the organization to move on from Christian Wilkins, and he has been informed of his release from the team. This franchise has a commitment to excellence on and off the field, with no clear path or plan for future return to play from Christian. This transaction is necessary for the entire organization to move forward and prepare for the new season.
All right, so there you have it, folks. So at least he was told. It's not like he's in recovery. He's like, hey, we released you. We don't tell you what happened. You lock the doors. But we have a question here. First comment of this particular topic from Luke, saying about how well do you think Pete Carroll would be as a head coach since leaving Seattle? Jesse, you want to go?
Yeah, I could take this one. I think he's going to do a great job. He's a great culture coach. The players love him so far. He's pushing them hard at practice, but he's also having fun with them at practice. He's doing the drills with them. And I think that is very important as a coach to be successful.
Yeah, I feel like, just when the signing happened, as we know, Tom Brady's kind of holding the reins for the Raiders. And just for him, it's like a Brady move, getting a veteran coach just like Pete Carroll. And as Jesse mentioned, that'll be our next question. And I don't know about this. So Pete made a statement that he's saying for this season, the Raiders should get 10 wins. As we know, seeing the Raiders, we get 8, we get 9, we go all the way down to like 4. And it's very promising to I kind of want to believe it, but I just don't know. We kind of have to see it because with all the free agent moves the Raiders made, we'll see. We'll see how the chemistry goes. But Jesse, what do you think? Do you think the Raiders can get 10 wins?
No.
Statement.
I think 9 wins. I think we'll get I would take the under on that if I was betting.
The good old 9-8 record.
Yeah, I think we go 9-8. Just miss the playoffs by 1 game. Because this is a new quarterback, new system, new coaches. I don't think they could put everything together in 1 year. I think it's going to take 2 years until we are dominant. But I want to touch on what SF in WC said about how they're in the same division as the Chiefs, Chargers. Yeah, I don't see us winning the division, but I also don't see the Chiefs winning the division this year. I don't see them as strong as they've been the last few years.
You don't see them winning.
Yeah, I don't see the Chiefs winning the division either. I think it's either going to be between the Chargers and the Broncos. I think the Broncos. I trust what's his name? Drake May.
No, both.
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. I'm sorry, Bo Nix.
Yeah, Drake May's on the.
Green Bay's on the Patriots.
Sorry, I confused both of the. But yeah, I see Bo Nix taking another step forward. Him and Sean Payton, I think they're going to be a dynamic duo this year. And the Broncos are going to go back to taking the division.
Okay, as we know, the Raiders and the Broncos, historic rivals. They hate Denver, kind of like how the Niners hate Seattle and LA. But yeah, we'll just have to see. I mean, it's exciting for new.
Yep, that is my hot take. Denver is winning the division this year. I am sorry.
I was
Chiefs-
a Raider fan, ladies and gentlemen.
The
A diehard Raider fan.
Yeah. I'm only saying this because the Chiefs have so much miles on them at this point. They've competed in AFC championships and Super Bowls. That takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
From Kelsey to Patrick Mahomes to their running backs. That's a lot of extra miles. Look, I'm going to compare this to the Warriors. Look at how many extra games Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, even Kevin Durant has played by going to the finals every year. I think that has taken 5 years off of their career.
Damn right, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I know
Right.
Jesse and I, we're just diehard Raider fans. We hear
Miles
Raiders.
holding their hands.
We're just diehard Raider fans. We like to get into it, but we got to listen to Jack and Drew. We'll go to Jack. What do you think? Do you believe the Raiders could get 10 wins?
I think I have a bit more confidence in the Raiders than I have in the recent years that they've been playing because you got a coach who has a lot of experience. He's got a Super Bowl. Should have been 2 if you ran the ball. But
I forgot about the
they got Aston Jeanty, who I think could be one of the most popular underrated running backs in the league because he's a rookie, kind of similar to Marshawn Lynch in that sort of aspect. But I think they're either going to just make 10 wins or just be under 10 wins. I'm thinking 8 or 9, like minimum, because I don't think they're going to win like 7 or less. I think they're actually going to have a decent year. So I think the Raiders, they'll go 8, 9, or 10. One of those 3.
Do you see all 4 teams in the AFC West making the playoffs?
Well, actually, Jack, keep that question. But Drew, what do you think? Pete Carroll, 10 wins for the Raiders.
I mean, Jesse said he's a culture of people. He participate in drills, but I don't think in 1 year of being a new head coach, it's not going to be 10. I don't think he's going to get 10 wins in his first year. It's going to take at least 2 years to get 10 wins. You look at the Eagles, when they hired Nick Sharp, if I push his name wrong,
Sorry.
but yeah, they got him, but they didn't win 10 wins his first year. But the next year they won 10 plus, and they went all the way to Super Bowl. So I don't think that winning 10 games in your first year is not going to be ideal place. I think 8 or 9.
No, when he was with the Eagles.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought they did make the playoffs the next year, the Eagles, after getting Swenson.
yeah, they got him in his second year. They won the Super Bowl.
All right. Well, that's for the Raiders, but we'll go to the Jets real quick. So there's a little breaking news. Fortunately, Justin Fields was carted off, and we assumed was it a leg. Usually, when you're carted off, a leg got broken, a foot. He's done. Fortunately, all it was his toe. We know with quarterbacks, if you're a mobile quarterback, the toe is pretty much you use your feet. So if your big toe is hurt, it does take you out for a bit. But is there any concern with this news of Justin Fields? We're not sure what his recovery will be, but just what's your quick take on it?
The Jets are the Jets. I'm sorry. I don't think Justin Fields is a huge upgrade at quarterback for them. I don't see that.
Yeah, it's not like you're having a coughing baby against an atomic bomb or something like that. It's I'm gonna share my thoughts first.
Yeah, go for it.
I hope Justin Fields is okay. He's an okay running back, but he's not gonna get you to the playoffs. I said quarterback. No, I said quarterback. Did I say running back?
I think you did.
Oh, damn. Okay.
That's all good.
So quarterback for the New York Jets.
Mhm.
They had met his medical evaluation. He sustained a dislocated toe. Was it his big toe? Because it didn't really.
I'm just assuming, but
just says toe. If it was like big toe, then that would be a bigger issue. That would be considered, I think, turf toe. But he's probably going to miss time for this, which is very concerning. So the Jets are going to have a plan B. Zach Wilson is no longer your backup because now he's on Denver. So this is very bad for the Jets. So, but then again, the Jets they're the Jets. That's all there really is to say.
Yeah, but that's all the Jets.
They've been terrible, like many, many decades since like Joe Namath.
I mean, like I always like because when New York wins, like for them, it's like the Knicks. When the Knicks finally win the finals, it's going to be like New Year's and maybe like the
It's
contract.
going to turn into Gotham City.
Yeah.
Gotham City,
Like
yeah.
how Philly, the Eagles, like they threw beer cans and all of
Or
that.
it's going to turn to like Chernobyl or something like that.
Yeah, but we got a funny comment here. Yeah, Nick, you just like preseason didn't even start, and it's already QB's getting hurt. Honestly, I feel like practice is like, and when it comes to the game, people get hurt. But I feel like practice is like even bigger than that.
Yeah.
'Cause for me,
They're not even hitting yet.
like, they're not even hitting, but it's just like
they're not even in pads.
How do you even injure his toe? Like, also another thing concerning is he runs. He's practically like a running back. He runs more than he passes. So this could make him even more time because of this injury.
yeah, like I wish Fields recovered. Or hopefully it's not serious. We'll find out more. But I wish best for Fields, as Jack mentioned. I agree with that.
I think the Jets should look to get Kirk Cousins.
All right, Atlanta. I know you guys been dying to get rid of Cousins after the 1 year. That 1 year, you felt like that was it, and then disaster striked, and now a new chapter, the Penix chapter in Atlanta. So on to other training camp that I found out, which was interesting. It's about the Packers. According to the president, I was looking at ESPN, and according to the president of Green Bay, so LaFleur and the GM has 2 years left of their current deal. And if you guys saw the Packers' success in the playoffs, we know it hurts me. I'm a Packer fan, but that year with Rodgers versus Brady, and I know this was LaFleur's like first year, he's getting used to the ropes, but carrying a franchise like that,
Second year.
second year, okay,
Second.
thank you.
2019 was received.
But just the early years, had a chance to beat Brady. Rodgers beats Brady, and you guys saw that game. It was a great game, but man, I was flustered.
They should have went for the win.
Yeah, I was flustered, but it's just going back to what I've read. He's actually not thinking extending, and I might see why. Because if you think of all this playoff success, like Packers, like try to make this deep run, because Jordan Love, he's growing every year. And I feel like this might be a hot take, but I feel like he's going to be a good candidate for MVP or at least Offensive Player of the Year. I feel like maybe this season could be like now, like he like winning an award, but at least seeing that growth to now being like just to win something to add to his repertoire. But for me, that's just as a Packer fan, just seeing Love, I just feel like this year could be something.
Has his cheese head on again,
Yeah,
everybody.
he's got his cheese head on. It's invisible,
Yeah.
but it's on there. You think Jordan Love is going to win Offensive Player of the Year?
I'm going for it. At least a good candidate.
Like, I know this kind of me because as an Irish fan, Christian McCaffrey is coming back 100% healthy. He's going to have a great year. And people like just kind of look past that because they look at his like Achilles that weren't fully doing so well. But Jordan Love,
I don't know.
who's his best weapon besides Josh Jacobs as running back on offense as a receiver?
You got Christian Watson. I just like.
Christian
I'm
Watson.
not going based on like just the weapons. Just.
Who's he going to throw it to?
Who's he going to throw it to? Give me a guy. Give me a guy that's wide receiver number one.
Like you guys always focus on like the team, but for me, it's just like.
Well, you're talking like it's a balanced receiving
It's a
core.
balance.
Okay, but like, is there a reason why the Packers did not go for Devontae Adams?
I mean, I just feel like it's kind of like I just feel like it's just they're staying young. I mean, sure, it'd be great. Well, I don't. What do you mean he? Do you mean Love or you mean Adam?
Nicholas, you got to be drug tested, man. I'm telling you. McCaffrey is going to have a great year. You're not expecting it.
That's right.
None of us are really expecting it, but he's going to have a good year.
Let's just dial back. But there's my take. But it's just, I guess the question is this it for Guna with GMs and coaches, LaFleur and Brian Gutekunst? Like, is this it for those two?
See, I think that would do more damage to Jordan Love getting rid of them because that is the only play caller that he has known his entire NFL career, and you're going to get rid of LaFleur, let alone as his head coach. But he is the one that has developed him into the player that he is.
And LaFleur I think he's a very solid coach. I know he hasn't gone to like the NFC Championship yet.
He has twice.
Yeah, 2019.
When he was with who?
LaFleur did when Rodgers was there.
Oh, right, okay, but. I mean, if I were LaFleur, I would honestly stay. I mean, if he is somehow available, every team is going to try to pounce on him.
If you fire LaFleur, you might as well just cut Jordan Love at that point because that means you don't believe in either of them. That's what I'm saying. I think that they need LaFleur to continue to develop Love.
Yeah, like I believe in LaFleur. And I feel like I agree with you guys. I feel like it should just keep him because I feel like eventually it's going to happen.
Sorry, I'm going to say look at Derek Carr with the Raiders. He had like 10 different play callers each year learning a new system. How would you ever expect him to turn into a top 10 quarterback when he has a new coach almost every season?
Or that question?
Yes. Like quarterbacks that keep having to repeat their coordinators. Like look at Caleb Williams this year. He's having a new head coach.
And that's the Bears.
Yes, I'm just saying. Look at
no, I see what you're saying. Well,
Ooh. High turnover.
All right. Well,
for who? Jordan Love.
Jack Drew, do you want to answer that question?
Shout out to Erica, everybody. This is my wonderful sister.
Got Erica.
Hi, Erica.
Thank you for watching our stories. So,
guys, we have 13 people watching, folks. This is a very special episode.
Because I'm back in Cali and Jesse's back on the stream.
Yes.
And four of us doing together for the first time in person.
First time in person.
Yep.
So thank you for all watching and supporting us since we started in June. So
right now, guys, it's already been a month since we did this. So
it has.
Well, I thought with Jordan Love situation.
Yeah.
Like,
well, yeah. Answer that, and I was just thinking what Jesse said. But yeah, what do you think?
Like, is he like?
Do you agree? Well,
do I agree if he's a good QB? He understands. He's a good keeper for as your head coach.
Yeah, dude, like all that. Like
I agree with what Jesse Jackson. Like keep before and keep Jordan Love because Garland's can keep developing on their before system and. Yeah,
true. I mean, yeah, the Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson is like arguably the best receiver in football.
Yeah. My question is McCarthy a good quarterback?
Yeah, because he's still recovering from, I believe he had a Achilles injury. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see. Monday night against the Bears. I mean, like, with that matchup, just McCarthy went to Michigan, I'm kind of going for the Vikings just for that player. Let's see what he's like for Minnesota and for further on to see if his play style he did in college can transfer into the NFL.
Yeah.
I still think that the North is the Lions' world and the rest of the teams are just living in it. I think that they're going to win the division again this year.
Who?
The Lions.
Yeah, they're honestly, I see them win the division again.
Yeah.
Well, depending on how JJ McCarthy is. But, I mean, who else does Minnesota have that's good on offense?
Jefferson.
Addison.
Oh, Aaron Jones is the running back. I forgot he used to play in Green Bay. So Vikings could be a potential threat against the Lions, but let's see what JJ McCarthy has to say about it.
Trying to think. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to think of all the news that's gathered up. Wasn't much going on, but it's just training camp has began.
Juan Jones had not requested trade.
I think
But,
I think that Jared Goff is going to take another step forward for the Lions this year.
oh
think
yeah,
he's
I believe that. I mean,
I think
yeah,
like you said that Jordan Love is going to win Offensive Player of the Year. I see Jared
oh,
Goff.
he's winning it.
potentially
I
winning
like
this
he
year.
could win it, but I'm just saying at least a good candidate
Yeah,
for
I
it.
think if Jared Goff stays healthy and he makes the right decisions, I can see him winning MVP this year. He was a candidate until he threw 4 interceptions in a game last year. That's the only thing that kept him off of that list.
But yeah, let's thank you, Drew. Thanks, Drew, for that. So yeah, let's go to the Niners. So nothing has happened with Juwan Jennings, and we know the Niners is a bit dismantled right now. We could say.
Yeah, the receiving core is mostly heard Brandon Ayuk, Ricky Pearsall.
I mean, like with Ayuk being out, I know you mentioned about McCaffrey. McCaffrey's going to definitely take a heavy load,
And Kittle.
but as age goes by and hits happen, it's just halfbacks in general.
And I mean, Brock Purdy he's still a good leader. He had drills today. Give me a quick second. He did team drills today, and he had a great performance. He was 13 of 14, so he had pretty much a masterclass performance. I think Brock Purdy is going to be in the MVP conversation this year.
So I feel like just overall, this NFL season is going to be quite special.
I don't know if Brock Purdy's going to win MVP, but he's going to be in the conversation, Luke.
I think he'll finish third because, again, who's he going to throw it to right now?
Yeah, well, he's got George Kittle.
Kittle's getting older.
Yeah, I know, but Kittle's still a hell of a tight end. He's the best tight end in football right now. And you could also potentially make a move to get a receiver. Like, Amari Cooper's still available.
I would not rely on Amari Cooper.
Well, I mean, okay, I would bring him in for veteran experience, though, because you need people. Any chance you get, you should take it.
I think the Niners should try to go after Terry McLaurin.
That would be a good move. Because we'll talk about Terry in a second, but that's a good move, though.
Yes. I already know who I'd give up for Terry.
Who would you give up?
I would give up Juwan Jennings and Brandon Ayuk because I think that would be good for the Commanders because Ayuk and Jaden Daniels played together in college.
So instead of the Washington Commanders, they'd be the Washington 49ers.
Exactly.
With Debo, Ayuk, and Juwan Jennings.
Yeah. I think that's the move I think that's what it would take.
You wouldn't do like one receiver and like a first round pick? Because Terry's still pretty young. He's like in his low mid-20s.
I don't think a first round pick would be. I don't think he's worth a first round pick. I don't.
Why not?
At least a second.
Well, actually, any NFL fans from Niners, Raiders, Packers, heck, if you're any teams, throw out some questions you're curious about overall, and we'll give you guys your intake. But if not, I mean, not much going on so far, but we'll as episodes go along.
Yeah, I actually agree with you on that, but that just me out as a Raider fan. He's younger though. He has a competent quarterback. Not that Purdy isn't competent, but on the Raiders, Bowers isn't the number one option anymore. He has Jacoby Myers. They have Jack Besh.
Yeah, maybe the Raiders could trade for Terry McLaurin.
Yes, but I think that.
Oh yeah, actually, thank you guys for giving that up because that is actually the speculation I saw on Fox of the teams that could give a spin to McLaurin.
Yeah, some team might make a desperate move for Terry.
And the Raiders have Michael Mayer. The Raiders have been saying that Michael Mayer has been doing really good during the offseason program and even into training camp. So I think that he's going to take a step forward. But back to the Niners, I do see them making the playoffs this year. I don't see them winning the division, though. I think the Rams will still win it. But
I agree. I'm going Rams. I know with that.
Why? No, come on, tell me why. You already said it. Why? Because Stafford is starting to get up there too. And I mean, last year Christian McCaffrey wasn't on the field. So why?
I'm going to see how to.
Well, Jesse, what
do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Rams.
You're a Seahawks fan, huh? Man.
Speaking of Seattle fans.
Seattle's are going to be last. If not, well, no, the Cardinals are going to. Cardinals.
I don't know about the Cardinals.
They had a pretty solid year last year.
I don't know. The Cardinals, I feel like I've said it in the past, they are a sleeping giant.
Yeah, they're a dark horse.
Once
For sure.
Kyler Murray is unlocked and he actually has competent receivers.
And he has targets. He's got Marvin Harrison Jr. He's got Terry McBride, I think he is. They have a pretty solid team. Thing is, though, Kyler Murray is pretty injury prone. That's the only concern.
Yeah.
Well, so to answer your question, who we think, 2 got Rams, 2 got the Niners. They're fans, but 2 got Rams.
They're winning the division?
Yes. You don't have to agree with me. But
I don't agree with
I just know the facts.
See, I will tell you why.
Okay, why?
The Rams are winning the division because the Niners are banged up still. They got rid of a lot of their players. Yeah, they have Robert Saleh.
They got younger.
They got younger, but still, that doesn't mean better.
Okay,
There's
but
a lot of unproven guys.
The Bills did the same thing last year, and look at them. The Bills didn't sign many players. They signed a bunch of young guys. Like,
I just see the Rams as a better team this year.
okay,
I see them both making the playoffs.
who did the Rams have defensively? That's good.
Defensively, I'm not sure yet, but offensively, I would still go to Sean McVay as a good coach.
Yeah, just make.
The division.
Well, what do you think, Drew? I know you're Niners, but do you give?
I can see the Rams being second behind us. I'll say that.
How many?
I'm a Raiders fan, and I'm not even picking the Raiders to win their own division.
Yeah,
I'm not-
Okay.
hang on. I'm tired of this home team homerism. Amon is saying that Jordan Love is going to win Offensive Player of the Year.
He's a good candidate for it.
Saying that Christian McCaffrey is going to be Offensive Player of the Year. There are other teams than the Niners and the Packers.
Oh my God. Okay, but like the Niners got guys in the offseason that people don't really look at twice. And there's still guys in recovery. The Niners got better at the lineman spot, and the others that they let go were asking for more money. They're also trying to save more money. But you still got George Kittle. You still got Brock Purdy. You still got Trent Williams. Now Christian McCaffrey's back. You also brought in Robert Saleh. That, to me, was the key to bringing a great defensive team back. Because he was the main reason why they went to the Super Bowl in the time that he was there. So I think Robert Saleh, because the defense – first off, the defense looks happier already than they did last year in the entire season. You got Robert Saleh as the coach. I thought that was honestly, like I just said, best signing that the Niners had. And I think that's going to be the reason why they'll be a great defensive team again. You don't have to agree with me, but it's just.
I mean, a lot of comments here. We got one right from Nick. Niners got glass players.
I kind of agree with that because Kittle has been injury prone the last few seasons. I don't think they should use Christian McCaffrey how they did 2 years ago because that is just going to get him hurt again.
Like, honestly, like, here's a comment. So I actually, let's just answer this real quick. From this comment from S. Finn, funny enough, guys, we're actually not in the same room. Jesse, where you guys are at?
We are outside right now.
Yeah, we are currently outside right now.
Yeah, they're outside. We're inside.
Well, I'm on in the kitchen.
Yeah,
and they're outside in the backyard.
Yeah.
So
But we should probably keep doing this style for a bit.
I think the
Well,
gap between the division between the Rams and Niners would be at least a game.
Oh no, like a game.
A game, at least.
I mean, I actually now can't wait when these two meet. I mean, this is going to be like a gauntlet. But I mean, just coaches, Shanahan, McVay. That's going to be a chess match.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I can.
Oh, Nick, Debo got traded, or he signed with.
Yeah,
he got traded.
Debo's on the Commanders.
Yeah, Debo's no longer. He's with
Oh, no Debo. Sorry, I'm just reading that.
We're getting everyone's going after the Niners here, folks. Even for
What happened to your loyalty?
I was never a Niner fan.
I was
not-
never a Niner fan.
You got to have faith.
I'm
Faith
just
is
saying-
the one thing that no one can take away from
I'm
you.
just saying, who is Purdy going to throw it to? If George Kittle gets hurt, who is he going to throw it to?
He's
Or
still-
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey. If they're using him,
No, I said or McCaffrey. I'm adding to your thing. Like Kittle, McCaffrey. What else you got? Ayuk? Sure. I don't know when he's going to return, but
He'll be back guaranteed by week 2, at least.
is he going to be the same player?
No, I think he'll be more.
didn't he want to? I don't know if he felt not like a ball hogger, but he always wanted the ball. Now since Debo's gone, sure, Ayuk could now the throws from Purdy will get to him.
But
I mean, the Niners have a really
trust that.
winnable.
Sorry.
I would say the Niners have a really winnable season,
Yeah, they actually have the easiest schedule of any
But-
NFL team this year.
sometimes every easiest schedule is at least like with the Rams. We're all talking about that, but just non-conference. There's always been some shockers from it could be from a flag, some review, and it just blows everything up. Hey, remember the Browns off a missed kick from the
Browns-
missed field goal? I saw that. I was like shocked when that happened. I was like, wow, the Browns beat the Niners.
I just feel like for the Niners, the greatest thing that they have on their side in order to make the playoffs is that they have a lot of built-in rest this year that they didn't have last year. They played like some of the most games with the least amount of rest. Now they actually have a decent.
Yeah, now they have a lot better rest, and they also have. Honestly, I think the Niners have one of the best coaching staffs in the NFL.
I'll agree with you there. I don't see a better one right
Like-
now.
Yeah, sure, the Rams have Sean McVay, but who else do they got?
Yeah, that I don't know. Who else is on their coaching?
Like
staff.
same thing for Packers. They got Matt LaFleur. Who else did they got?
Pretty great. He knows.
Man, guys, lay it on the Niner fans.
See, that I will disagree on. I think Purdy saved the 49ers. Without him, they would be.
Yeah,
I think
They-
Kyle and John Lynch would be fired.
Yeah,
right
honestly,
now.
that
at this,
I
yeah,
kind of agree with that because Trey Lance wasn't getting you anywhere, and Jimmy Garoppolo,
we saw how that worked out with the Raiders.
yeah,
A year later.
and then he went, and now he's a backup on the Rams.
Yes. So my Rams theory is completely thrown off if Jimmy Garoppolo plays games and Stafford gets hurt.
yeah, like
Then yes, the Niners are winning the NFC West easily.
like the injuries. Yeah, then Niners pull away, or who knows? The Cardinals leapfrog, just leapfrog, and it ends up it's Arizona. We'll be like, what the heck? What?
Yeah, but the Niners are going to have this year. They're going to be a lot better versus how they were last year. Because how they were last year, there was like no motivation, and the defense was terrible.
Yeah.
And the defensive coaching was one of the worst I've ever seen for the Niners.
Yeah, right now today, folks, tonight it's Niners. The Super Bowl's in Santa Clara. Chiefs, as Jesse mentioned, like they have had so much competition that even now maybe the fatigue is going to really set injuries maybe as well.
Travis
Wow.
Kelce is on his last legs. I
Yeah,
think
This is it for Kels.
Yeah, Kelsey doesn't have much time left.
Yeah.
He's going to play to his heart contend to get the Chiefs, back in the playoffs and try and make one last run for his sake.
It's like Chris Paul with the Clippers. You
Yeah.
know?
I think that the Eagles exposed Patrick Mahomes. They showed the rest of the league a blueprint on how to beat him in the regular season. So if the teams don't do that, then they are stupid for not following the Eagles playbook on how they beat Patrick Mahomes.
This is guys. Training camp just started. And you're all bold predictions, but it's just this season just feels like it's like a special year, just overall. Because we'll see when the season kicks off. We got the Cowboys and the Eagles. For all we know, that could be a shootout. We might think Eagles, but we'll see about Dallas. I know there's a lot of drama with Jerry Parsons. We'll get to that when the news comes up. But I just feel like. Yeah,
Agreed.
The Chiefs, with fatigue, like the Chiefs, they're gonna fight, try to they're definitely gonna compete, but as we know, just having the chance to do it has never been done in sports history. Of trying to do the 3P, that still has not yet accomplished. Who knows if that will ever happen?
But now they have 2 more Super Bowls in order to try to do that again.
Yeah,
Like
so
all the way back down at the bottom of the hill for a 3P.
but yeah, as I was saying, this NFL season, man, it's going to be crazy.
Crazy.
The amount of drama, news, all the special ESPN, Fox Sports,
Yahoo.
all Yahoo, everyone is going to go all over this NFL. But any more questions? Any other questions about the NFL? If you guys curious, if not,
Xavier, I think he's good. Can I just say that we are 48 days away from week 1?
There you go, folks.
Officially
48 days.
6 weeks.
But actually, I don't know. We didn't really like had a full agreement, but I feel like just real quick. We'll back to the baseball. The Giants. So okay, you guys came to in our last episode. Me, Drew, and Jack. We had a rant. We had a tangent. We had a tangent because the getting swept by the Jays, pretty much getting beat up by the Braves, but appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Like and subscribe. But let's just stick with the Giants real quick before we have our big announcement coming up. I don't know, Jesse, you saw it, but the Giants woke up. They shut out the Braves 9-0. They must have watched our episode. Like Jack, he was saying, like, Giants, you gotta watch this.
Yeah. And like even the next day, yesterday, I believe, they won 9-3.
Then they won 9-3. They just combined 18 runs and like 20 plus hits or something.
And Verlander got his first win.
And Verlander got his first win. Like now, like
Guys, as happy as I am, it's the Braves. They are 4th in their division right now.
well, it's just every crappy team. The White Sox, the Marlins. It's like it just felt like you need to get those wins.
They beat up on the A's.
Well, we don't count.
We don't count that.
We don't count that.
Well, the Braves are as good as the A's are right now. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
They beat
but
up on the
now
Braves
they got
and A's.
they got a big test this weekend.
Yeah,
Anytime the big test, they fail. They failed against.
They
the
need to
Dodgers
pass
twice.
though. They have to pass this weekend, or they're going to be in the
they got at least
against the Padres and the
yeah. That's what
Padres also lost today.
yeah, not the A's.
Yeah, we don't like John Fisher. Screw him.
I don't care about him anymore.
But yeah,
Also, I think
guys, we have our big announcement.
Yep.
Should we say it?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
go for it. Either. We're going to say it.
Hey, all 4 of us are going to the Giants game on Saturday. Please stay tuned on Instagram. We'll be posting a lot of videos.
Yeah, we may or may not, we might do a live stream also, just like do an Instagram live. So if you want to watch that, you can tune into our channel. Otherwise, we'll keep you updated on that.
It'll be on the Instagram page too. So that'll be our announcement. All 4 of us are going to the same game. It's also Steph Curry bobblehead night.
So Curry might even be there.
So we might meet Steph Curry. So
or at least see him walk to through the first pitch.
Yeah,
we'll see. But Jackson, this is the test. The Mets.
they're like half a game behind the Phillies. So.
But big test. The Mets. They begin tomorrow. We'll see. We'll stay tuned to watching that before our game.
We'll be there on Saturday, so stay tuned on our Instagram. We'll be posting there. And we will definitely be there early because we want to get the bobblehead, even though the bobblehead does not look like Steph Curry himself. So, speaking of Warriors, you want to talk
All
about
right.
No?
Well,
I don't think there's any Warriors.
Yeah, no, Warriors still haven't done a god dang thing about
They
it.
can't. They have no money.
Oh my god.
we all had the discussion.
They might sign Seth Curry at a cheap price, so we'll have to see how that goes.
We'll ask Curry, but Curry does not want to be disturbed about the news.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's our announcement. We're going to Giants game on Saturday.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned on our Instagram. Please, if you haven't followed us on Instagram, it's at Around the Baseball with underscore in between the words. All bottom, all no caps and all any letters. So please do that. And make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Have a good one, folks. Stay tuned Saturday and get to every comment, every like. We're 4 guys liking support. Didn't even do people in that. No sports at all. We're here to keep the enjoyment, keep you guys active. Yeah, stay tuned. More on the way.
We love our fans. We love all the support. Thanks for showing support to us this week. Love y'all. Thanks for Saturday. Definitely check out Instagram. And all 4 of us, hopefully all 4 of us, you guys have a great night.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.